Well, I'm not going to complain because this is the first windy day I've had in leaf season, but it's definitely windy. Not sure how the day is gonna be fighting it, but we'll find out. Got to clean up this backyard, pool area, and off to the next property. Let's get some footage, boys. Oh yeah, back on the scene and back at it. Last video we put out was me going to the backyard and trimming, while my man Chris was in the front cleaning everything up, spick and span. The trimming video went through, showed you guys different plants, different things that we do trim, different things that we do not trim. A couple different techniques here and there, and I introduced you to a beautiful plant that you can use to soften up those retaining walls in your landscaping. The climbing hydrangea. If you've never heard of it, look it up on Google. Google those beautiful white blooms that it has. And if you want to see it in real, click back to that video that we just uploaded last week on the trimming section. You'll get a close-up view of it in dormant phase. You can see the little bud growth on it. And you'll see that I just go through and strategically snip it to keep the shape. So any little snip I made, yes, I took a bloom off or two, but trust me, that whole wall will be blinging in some white blooms next year. Today is not your ideal weather for a leaf cleanup. The temperature is 38 degrees with a wind chill down to 28. We have 40-mile-an-hour wind gusts hitting us, and we have right about 18-mile-an-hour constant winds on the backside of this mountain here. Stick around and watch this struggle that we have fighting the wind and getting this place cleaned up. It's good stuff. Now, the past 6 week series of videos I've thrown out there have been doing a lot of showing you how to and the techniques of trimming and the reasons that I do this and the reasons that I don't do that. Threw out some good advertising tips for you guys. Just a lot of good information out there the last 6 weeks. This video here, I don't know if I have much information to share because we're cleaning up leaves and bush trimmings. There's really not a whole lot of rocket science to it. You just got to make sure you do a nice thorough job. That means all the corners, every bush gets blown out completely. Sticks get picked up, you name it. We're going through here. We are the property maintenance company. So if it's out of place, it's up to me to fix it. All right, that's the bottom line on all these accounts you see me on. If something's out of place, it's up to me to deal with it and get it the way it needs to be. These wax myrtles right here that we're blowing out, 6 years ago they looked almost dead, had no growth at all. They were really sickly looking. Went ahead and fertilized them a couple times. I didn't touch them, just kept them clean and gave them food. They're looking pretty good now. I never really expected them to make it. Lots of times out here, especially when you're starting to learn this stuff, you can just do experimental trimmings, okay? I do this still. I'll have a couple of different plants, and I'll wonder, will this plant look better in the spring if I trim it, or will it look better if I leave it? So sometimes my properties, I'll do little experimental trims here and there. I don't have to tell the clients because they don't notice this kind of stuff. But it's my curiosity on how to make these plants really, really look good as best as I can in the locations that they're planted. Speaking of curiosity, alright, so I get a few comments here and there, and I'm going to call out on my man Scott Airman. Alright, Scott is a stand-up, good, God-fearing, people-loving man. To a point. He doesn't have patience for stupidity. Like most of us grown-ups, we don't have patience for stupidity or laziness. Or excuses. With that being said, Scott always leaves me great comments, and I appreciate his support always. Just like I do all you gentlemen and ladies that leave me comments. I try to get to them, but, you know, I cannot get to all these comments every single video, and I do apologize for some videos I've missed comments completely on. Alright? I'm just exhausted sometimes, and I get so far behind, it's hard to catch back up. Now, back to my man Scott Ehrman. Curiosity. Alright? He knows the answer. So I'm not really answering his question because he already knows. But he did want me to answer it for the rest of you guys. Because even in these conditions that you're watching right now, it's cold, it's miserable, it's windy. I'm fighting the direction of the wind. It's 4 days before Christmas. No. Yeah, 4 days, 3 days before Christmas here. Alright. I still woke up with a smile on my face. I'm still in a good mood. You saw me at the beginning of this video. I wasn't mad. I wasn't crying the blues. I wasn't, distressed in any way. These vibes that you see me in these videos, these are my true vibes, guys. I don't put on a mask. I don't have to get into character to do these videos. It's just me. So Scott wanted to know. Well, no, like I said, Scott knows, but he wanted me to share with you that the reason I wake up in a good mood every single day is simply because I put on my thankful glasses. That's it. I see the world through my thankful glasses. And when you do that, you wake up automatically thanking God, the Creator. No matter what religion you are, you can have different names for him. You can say you're not religious or spiritual and call him the universal powers. You can be on the feminine side of things and refer to the universal power as feminine. None of that really matters. All of us humans have different views and belief systems. That's what makes this world so unique and so interesting to learn from other people. So, I'm thankful, always. I can wake up in the morning, and before I even get to my coffee pot to grind that fresh coffee I drink, I can already be thanking for 20 different things. So, number one, start looking at the world through your thankful glasses. And notice all the little things that you have in life, all the little blessings, all the movements that you can do freely that some people can never move. All the visions that you're blessed with out of your eyes. Some people are blind. Be thankful for your children, even when they're driving you crazy. Because many people lose their children at young ages. Many parents ignore their children, and they damage them mentally and emotionally. Guys, there's so many different situations out there in the world, and if you wake up with that thankfulness lens in your eyes, you have a smile on your face. Alright? Even when things are rough, I still wake up thanking God that I can wake up, I can move freely, and I'm breathing again for another day on this beautiful planet. So that's number one thing I do. Number two, I don't worry. Decades ago, I decided worrying was not for me, and it drove me crazy. It raised my stress level way too much, and I learned a long, long time ago, if I just give all my worries to my Creator, He takes care of everything. When I'm down to $70 in my bank account, I don't worry about it. I just keep doing my thing every day. When I run into issues out here, or I make a huge mess up and I break things, I don't worry about it. I don't get bent out of shape. I don't start screaming and yelling, throwing stuff, cussing in anger. Man, that's just you being run by your emotions. You can't let emotions run you. You have to be in charge of your emotions. That right there is the key. Wake up with your thankful glasses, thanking the Creator for everything that you have. Number 2, don't worry about your situations. When I say don't worry about them, that doesn't mean be dormant and don't do anything about them. You have to get up and do the effort. God isn't going to get up and get you a job. God isn't going to load your truck and get you out the door in a timely fashion to do your route. Alright? This is all you. God just simply makes it all happen. If you put in the effort, it happens. Number 3, guys, it's so simple. Do not let your emotions drive you. Whether it's decisions that you're trying to make, whether it's someone who made you angry, whether it's the fact that you're running behind because the traffic flow is too slow. Don't let emotions run your life. You got to be stronger than that, alright? Just like I know this blower is stronger than the wind I'm fighting today, and I know that 2 people fighting a battle is better than 1. These are the things you got to think about, alright? You got to know what's going on in your life. You got to know how to conquer these emotional issues that you run into. Now, Scott knew, just from my past videos, I live every day in this beautiful world that God gave me to live in. And there's nothing better than the earth. And although there are many different people, and many of those people we all choose not to deal with, there are also very many beautiful souls running around the world that are worth meeting and talking to. So my advice to you is don't run around with your head down on your missions in life, just focused on your mission. When you're out and about, look around. See the people. See the people around you. Because every interaction you have with people creates a ripple effect. Alright? This ripple effect is real. And your effects that you have on people can be huge. They can be detrimental. They can be a blessing. Just your one interaction with a person that you don't know can change their entire life. And if it doesn't change their entire life, it could simply change their attitude at the time. And then the ripple effect goes to the next person that they have relation with and talk to and converse with. And then that ripple of the emotions that you gave that person will ripple on to the next. So, if I go into a store and I know 99% of the people in this world that are working jobs, they're not happy working that job. They're not in love with that job. They need a smile here and there. Okay? So everywhere I go, I try to spread small smiles. Just by conversation. Just trying to be real with people, relating to them and their situation. Because when you put a smile on someone's face, it makes them feel loved. And the bottom line in this world, your mission as a human is to love, to spread love, to show love. You can say love all you want. Saying love doesn't mean that you love. Love is an action, okay? Love is in your day-to-day vibes that you get up and walk through the world in. You're throwing out bad vibes by being cranky and irritable with all the people that you deal with in life. Those bad vibes ripple out to those people. And then the next person they have a conversation with will feel those bad vibes. And then it'll ripple off and ripple off and ripple off. Think about that for a second. You can either go out there spreading love and smiles on your day-to-day adventures because you're not self-absorbed in your own little world, because you don't have any worries. You gave all your worries to your Creator. You're not worried about nothing. You're not upset. You're not stressed. You have missions that you're trying to accomplish, stuff that you know you have to get done. You get out there and you do them. You don't have stress. Therefore, along with your thankful glasses that you're wearing in 2022, and the fact that you're going to spread good vibes and pay attention to other people. Pay attention to other people, guys. They need encouragement out here. They need to feel that recognition, that someone even recognized them and even tried to make them happy. So, the ripple effect is real. And whether you know it or not, one day, you're going to have to relive that ripple. It doesn't matter what religion you are, or if you're not religious. It doesn't matter if you believe in God or not. One day, you're going to have to experience the effects that you gave to other people through your interactions with them. And I know that when I meet that time, I don't want to feel the pain of a bad ripple into other people's lives. I would much rather feel the ecstasy feeling, emotion of sending those good vibes out, making those people smile, which makes the next person smile, which makes the next person go home, and for some reason that day, they decided to start treating their kids better. It had nothing to do with me personally. It had nothing to do with you personally. It was that ripple effect of kindness and love. Okay? So, look, I'm not a preacher. I'm not giving you a sermon. I'm not religious. I don't go to church. Okay? I have the name of Jesus tattooed on my wrist because I believe in his message of love. Love conquers all. I have God all around me every day. I don't have to go to a building to experience God. So, you can say all you want to say about someone who doesn't go to church, about someone who doesn't read the Bible. I was raised in the church, and I was raised with the Bible. Once you learn the morals of what God wants you to do, and what the only important message, and you can go look. Go ahead, if you don't know anything about it, go look. Jesus only spoke a few times, only gave a few sermons. His message was simply love. The more people he hung out with and spread his good vibes, the more love he produced in the world. The only way you're going to change the world we live in now, and all this chaos and hate and divisiveness that we have going on now, is through love. I'm telling you guys, it ain't through war. If war settled all these issues, we've had plenty of those, right? We would have all these problems settled. We'd all be kumbayaing, right? Yeah, so I just want to say a huge shout out to Scott Ehrman, okay? He gets it, all right? And you don't have to accept bad behaviors. You don't have to accept bad morals, okay? That's not what this is about. Love is also calling out people when they're being wrong. You know good, you know bad, you know right, you know wrong. You have morals in your heart that weren't put there by any book, okay? Follow those, and you'll get through life smiling. It's just a simple message, guys. I don't know if it did any good for you or not. And to tell you the truth, I don't know if I'm doing any good for you or not. I'm not sure why I'm on YouTube. I'm not sure why I decided to start sharing my life with you guys. I haven't figured that out yet. Like I said, I'm not religious. I've never heard God's voice speak to me and tell me to start spreading the message on YouTube. And you know what? We may go another 25 videos without me even mentioning it. But at the same time, who knows? Alright? If you just put the effort into life, you'll end up in some places that you never expected to be. You'll end up helping people that you never expected to meet. And you'll make huge impacts on people's lives that you don't even know, that you'll never meet. Because I'm going to take it back to that whole thing, the ripple effect. Spread those smiles, spread those good vibes. The more you spread love and smiles and happiness to the next person, to the next person, to the next person, the better you as an individual will flow through your life. Because the things that you have inside of you personally are also the things that you will find in others. If you're constantly judging yourself for things, when you see other people, you're going to constantly be judging them. If you accept yourself and understand that none of us are perfect, we all make mistakes, we all make bad decisions, we all say mean things here and there, you have to accept who you are first. You have to actually love who you are to even have love to spread. And I guess that may be the most important message here is stop beating yourself up over the past. Stop feeling guilty for bad decisions. If you live in the past and it stays inside of you and the anger festers and the frustration's there, you will not rise up to that next level. Okay? Life is short, and me and this little avatar that I'm rolling around in, named Randall, I only get one life. And my mission in this life is just to spread happiness and spread love. And work hard. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know this little simple fact of how I view my world and my life. Alright? Because I've lived out here in this beautiful world, the planet, and I've seen all the wonderful ways that these plants grow. I pay attention to the seasons. I pay attention to the stars. I pay attention to this whole world. And there are so many incredible, just over the top, mind blowing systems throughout everything. Just your little body itself is an incredible system of chaotic thoughts put together perfectly. So when I wake up in the morning, the way I picture my life, I wake up and I am living in God's mind. Everything that He's ever thought has been created. I am in His mind. I'm just a little fragment of Him, and He's inside of me at the same time. So, look around the world, guys. Notice the crazy, crazy creations that are around you. Stop worrying about all this materialistic, commercialized lifestyle. You don't need any of that junk. The world is God's bubble, and you are blessed to live inside of His mind every day. Put some thought into that concept for a second. Those conspiracy theories that tell you that this life is just a simulation, hey, maybe we're all just in His mind, and we're living the dream any way we choose to. Your life path is up to your decisions you make, and your vibes are up to your own emotions. Do you have control of your emotions, or do they just run wild? Think about that. Hey, this wind here, it didn't get to my emotions. You see me moping around? Nope. I'm tired. That's not my mopey mode. That's I'm exhausted mode. We've been rolling at this for 12 months strong. I'm ready for a break. And just so you know, while I'm sitting here doing this little voiceover, I'm on my break. I've been chilling for the last 4 days, 5 days, and I got a couple more left. Time to recharge that soul. Get these vibes strong for 2022. I recommend the same for y'all. Recharge your mind, recharge your body, and rethink your existence and what's important. The selfish man may finish first in every race, but when he dies in the end, he'll be all alone. All alone, sitting there at the finish line, because he didn't care about anybody else that was in the race. Y'all stay tuned for more videos, more episodes. You know I ain't gonna stop. Y'all be good. Well, we're working it with the wind, so not complaining yet, but I think the far side may be a hassle. We'll find out. Getting ready to get back at it. Had to gas up. Do it. So go ahead, guys. Throw me some love. Throw this channel some good vibes. Hit the like button, the notification bell, and I'm hoping you're already subscribed. Come on now. Hit that subscription button. Peace out. We'll be back soon. Elite landscape style, always.